Well, good morning. Welcome back to Ray and Sue's Travel channel. We're on the lovely Celebrity Ascent on our 10-day cruise around the Mediterranean. And welcome back to this ship tour of the beautiful Celebrity Ascent. In the previous ship tour, we covered floors 3, 4 and 5. And today we are going to cover the rest of the ship in terms of the open decks, the pool areas, solarium, etc. So we'd just like to start off now by welcoming you back to the ship tour video. And here we are now, we're on the pool deck and it is early, sun's just coming up, a beautiful sunrise this morning. We're at sea today, temperature is lovely already and we've got nice calm seas, and just thought we would share that with you. And then let's start talking about the pool deck itself now. So as you can see, the team are out busily this morning setting up all of the loungers with towels and making sure everything is right for everybody. It's going to be busy here today, so hence why your host is up at silly o'clock to film before it gets busy and too intrusive. Anyway, so let's move on. So as you can see, beautiful lounges around the pool. It's quite a nice pool. It looks about 10 to 15 meters long. It's possible to do lengths in it. Obviously it's deep enough, and around the pool there are jacuzzi, whirlpool baths, and a wonderful little setup in terms of individual little cubby holes, little areas where you can get a bit of privacy around the pool as well. You don't have to be in these long lines of loungers. There are nice quaint little seating areas just below here on the bottom left of the shot, and the two round structures are on the left of the shot now, and here to my right are whirlpool baths. So you can actually go up to deck number 16 and use those whirlpool bath facilities, and we'll show you them in a minute when we get up onto that deck. But overall, a lovely setup here, really nice pool bar down on the left hand side, and some creative art pieces accenting the pool area themselves. So that's the pool deck, and as I say, while the team get the deck ready, of course there are shower facilities dotted around the area too, and also some little private seating areas as well. Also around the pool deck is the little walking running track. Now this is good in as much as it also has an incline, so it isn't just a static flat track. You actually do deviate between decks 14 and 15 whilst you're doing your morning exercise, or exercise at any time for that matter. So that's quite useful in terms of getting your aerobic workout. And as we move a little bit further up this particular section, again we can get a better view of the pool bar area and some of the quite nice sculpted seating and soft furnishings that are also made available in and around the bar. So isn't that lovely? And then of course across the back, the orange structure is part of the bar area, which can heighten and lower itself over the edge of the side of the ship, hence the name Edge Class. And then if we look back, we can see the wonderful Celebrity Ascent name on the side of the ship, and of course also at certain angles you can see the brand, the famous X insignia of the Celebrity brand. So isn't that lovely? So that is the pool area, and let's go up now and take a look at what's up on deck 15. Okay, so as we enjoy this lovely sunrise this morning, we get to the top of the ramp on deck 15, and there is a whole area set aside now from decks 14 forward all the way up to deck 17 forward, set aside for suite guests, and it's the retreat. So if you're a suite guest, sadly I'm not a suite guest this time, you will have access to a variety of different decks with comfortable seating and a variety of different activities like bars and your own restaurant, of course, Lumini. And then in front of that, of course, you have the decking area itself, which will be sorted out a little bit later on this morning. But I just wanted to also emphasise the whirlpool baths. Of course, they're closed at the moment, but these are the baths that are at the top of those structures that I showed you earlier. And of course, another nice perspective over the pool deck itself. And so if you are on the walking track and you've navigated the slight incline between decks 14 and 15, this will bring you up to this side of the ship. So this is starboard side forward, and as you can see then the walking running track then continues along deck 15. And just to give it some emphasis, and again some lovely shots this morning with the light and the sunrise, there is the emphasis of the ramp on the port side, on the other side where you can see somebody is walking up midway. So nice lighting, wonderful whirlpool baths, and of course a little bit more of a workout when you're doing your exercise on the decks. Okay, so if we come away from that now, we can see that again on deck 15 a number of lounges that are laid out for you, and of course these will all be supplied with the lovely Celebrity towels, as they are down in and around the pool area, as you may see this morning. And the team are working hard to get that prepped and ready to go. So we're up on deck 15 now, and again on the right hand side of the shop now you can see where you can get access to the other whirlpool bath, which is on the port side, slightly midship. And again, further accent of the Celebrity X in the design of the exhaust flumes, and of course the beautiful Celebrity Ascent logo on the side. So that's the pool area and the beautiful sunrise and the lighting and activities on decks 14 and 15. And here at this beautiful time of the morning at sunrise, you can also see now the other whirlpool bath which stands above the pool deck. And then finally another view of the pool deck from that position on the port side midship. Okay, so we're on deck 15 now, and here's the Mast Bar. So just to the rear of midship by the pool on deck 15 is the Mast Bar, where you can come up and you can get yourself your favourite drink. And there are also some other little private sections here where you can come along if you just want to get away from things and have a little bit of peace while you're enjoying your time on the deck. And you can come up here and similarly on the other side. But this is the Mast Bar on deck 15, starboard side, just to the rear of midship. Okay, so if you're doing your early morning exercise and you're using the walking, running track, it will come down again, down to deck 14. The ramp behind the exhaust stack. So down you will come and be greeted with some very nice modern art, and again another little area where you can get some quiet, peaceful time on deck 14. Okay, so that brings us very, very nicely now onto the rooftop garden. This is deck 14, and it's a slightly elevated area to the rear of the ship, and this includes a variety of bars and restaurants, and I'll take you through them. But the first thing I'd like to share with you are these infinity pools. Obviously closed at the moment because it's early days and people are not out of their beds yet. But these nice infinity pools give you a great look over the edge of the ship itself. And if we go up and have a look from the top of that, of course it's accessible as well, which is really great to see. If you have limited mobility or if you're wheelchair bound, you can still use those facilities, and there are staff on hand trained to be able to help you in and out of that. There are small little seating areas between the infinity pools. There's another one there, and of course always available towels and blankets in case it might get a little bit chilly here up on the deck. But typically at sea days during spring and summer, that's not generally needed. There are always available shower facilities and various little nooks and crannies where you can spend your time during the day, so you don't necessarily have to be in and around the pool. You can be here in and around the Sunset Bar, and again by the bar, again little separate areas where you can come along and you can just sit and relax on these striped relaxer sofas. Okay, so while the team prepare the rooftop garden for service this morning, let's take a look around the outside of the ship towards the rear and the Sunset Bar. So you can come down into this area, and again there are little covered areas where you can get yourself some nice seating, and again it's accessible. So if you have a walker or you have a wheelchair, again you can come down here and enjoy these facilities as well and get a great look out over the side of the ship. Now, so let's take a look at the Sunset Bar then. So just for information purposes, there are public conveniences here, gents and ladies conveniences here, so you don't have to walk too far to use those conveniences. They are very focused on tending the plants here. Lovely setup here. Lovely green effect, and it makes for an overall nice ambience. And the team are here this morning to take a look at those and just make sure they're in the best order, which is nice to see. So in the Sunset Bar then, of course, it is, as it says on the tin, it's the area where you can look out over the edge of the ship and see the sunset, and for that matter this morning the sunrise, with nice comfortable seating and somewhere nice and quiet where you can go and relax. Nice deep cushions on some of the seating, and then into the bar itself, a little bar area itself. So here's the Sunset Bar, and as I said this morning, it's the Sunrise Bar because there's a lovely sunrise this morning. But again, this gets very popular and very busy, and it is a really nice area to come and just relax and socialise with friends or family. And the guys here do a great job of looking after you from a drinks perspective, and somewhere that's really nice just to congregate. So that's the Sunset Bar, and that's deck 15 to the rear of the ship. And while we're enjoying the sunrise this morning, just thought I'd give you a nice little panoramic view of the Sunset Bar area itself. And of course that continues on the port side of the ship here on deck 15 all the way around, and again you can see the team just sorting a few things out in the rooftop garden, but I will go in there in a moment and we'll give you a better look at the facilities that are available in here. So whilst the team are preparing the rooftop garden, I'd like to share with you now the rooftop garden grill, and this is a paid for upscale restaurant, so you can pick up some really nice sandwiches and barbecue and brisket for lunch on sea days, and it's $25 plus gratuities for lunch and $45 plus gratuities for dinner. And so you can come in here, find yourself a very nice comfortable seat, and the guys behind the grill will provide some wonderful food. I will get a picture of the menu for you in a moment, but I just thought I would share with you what the rooftop grill looks like. So again, you can pick up a fairly extensive menu here. As I say, it is an upscale restaurant and there will be an additional charge, but a nice little area to come and dine al fresco. There's some really nice features built into this restaurant itself, nice and cool during the day and in the evening, and lovely lighting, and of course it's right by the rooftop garden itself, and we'll show you that in a little while. Okay, so when you arrive up here in the rooftop garden, you'll come up the ramp again. There are some stairs to navigate as well, but there is a ramp on the other side, so it is accessible. And the guys are just finishing up this morning in terms of putting all of the cushion seating out, etc. But it is a beautiful open space. It's been really well looked after, tended to by the gardening team, and you can see that in terms of some of the separations that are here with the live plants, etc. Now, of course, the first thing that we will see when we come through here is the large screen, and of course, if you would like to watch a film, this is a nice place to come. You can come up here and watch a film. It also appears to be a little event area here. I'm not sure how much use that gets. I haven't seen any events up here in the rooftop garden, but I'm sure sometimes they will put on some entertainment. And as the team make the final preparations for today's at sea, of course, that's going to be quite busy up here. Just thought I would share with you this this area, and a range of different seating, nice comfortable seating. Of course, if you're up here watching a film, that's exactly what you would want to have. And a general all round nice green space, and beautifully accented by some nice design features, and of course large parasols as well. So in the intense heat up here in the garden, you can get some shade as well. So that's the rooftop garden, and that's the rooftop garden grill on deck 15 on the rear of Celebrity Ascent. Okay, so the next thing I'd like to emphasise here around the pool deck, here on deck 14 now, are some of the little private seating areas, but also on this port side, on the port side of the ship, this wonderfully sculpted covered area, and we'll take a walk through here now, and it has its own soft seating, and it is a shaded area. So if you don't want to have too much sun during the day, or you want to find somewhere just to cool down, then this area is perfect for you. It does get a little bit of a breeze through here as well, so there's a nice cooling breeze, which is always welcome in the hot sun of the day. So somewhere a little bit more private just to come and sit. It's obviously adjacent to the bar that hangs over the edge, and of course some of the team are off to their duties. Morning. And we shared this on another part of the video, but here is the edge bar. Can't go in there at the moment because it's not quite open, but later on this morning we'll try and get some footage of that. But here it is in its empty, unmanned state, and of course this hangs off the edge of the ship itself, hence the name Edge Class, and it's a lovely little space. Can accommodate about 30 or so people, which is really great. So we'll have another little look at that later on, perhaps when there's a little bit more light and when it's actually open. So that's the bar on the side of the ship, on the starboard side as we're going forward. And of course it's breakfast time here on Celebrity Ascent, so the pool and the pool area is not very busy at the moment, but we of course will bring a lot more of the ship to you in the ship tours that will be part of this series. But I just thought I would give you a quick pan shot of the pool area. Lovely long pool where you can do your lengths, nice little quiet sectioned areas on the right and left hand side, and some fantastic design features. So we'll share a lot more about that on the ship tour, the upper decks ship tour on this series, but I just thought I would give you a quick glimpse of that, and not be too intrusive, because the pool deck area is empty at this moment in time. Okay, so we can now continue to make our way along this covered area. Here's the mast grille again, for your information, and of course it gives access to the pool area itself. Now the team have finished their preparations here in the pool area, so I just thought I would give you a lot close-up of the facilities that we have here. So let's start with the bar. So you can come up, you can pull up a chair and sit at the bar and socialise with the barman and the team there, or you can take a seat and relax around the bar area itself, and then of course easy access to the pool, and as I mentioned before, nice little private areas here that are roped off at the moment, so they may well be set aside for suite guests as well. And we'll have a closer look at them in a minute. But then here's the pool. Now of course it's covered up because it's early morning and not quite open yet, and they will have a lifeguard on standby at all times when the pool is open, so it's a nice, safe, secure place. And of course, as we have come to know, and appreciate all of the lounges now set up around the pool, and of course with towels already set out. We're not having to mess around with getting towels out from the towel station when they're already here and widely available. Okay, so there are also some of these little private areas, little cabanas if you like. I wouldn't quite call them cabanas, but nevertheless they are nice private sectioned off areas, so have a little look at those. And of course they've got their own little section, and of course their own soft furnishings, etc. And there are a variety of them that go down this side of the pool and are all numbered, so clearly it's a bookable activity. So if you want to get yourself your own section around the pool and have a reasonable level of privacy, then this is what you need. And I'm sure the cruise line will explain to you the prices involved in you doing that. Okay, so once we're past the Mast Bar, then very conveniently it brings us into the Solarium, the adults only Solarium. And again, this is a wonderful space when it is being used during the day. Some really lovely quality soft furnishings, deep pile cushions, and again of course the lovely surroundings. It's got a nice garden feel about it, with all of the hostas around the side. Now of course it's early morning, so the Solarium is not open in terms of the pool, but we can get an idea of some of the design features in here, and there are a couple of whirlpool baths either side of the pool itself, which are very nice, and of course shower facilities available and endless supplies of towels for your use. So that's the Solarium on deck 14, adjacent to the pool, adults only, and a much more wider perspective of the Solarium before it gets too busy this morning. And so the Solarium has some nice lounges around the outside as well, and of course there are all the plant accents that are here too, and some nice pieces of art that are again dotted around the Solarium itself. And the team are in here again this morning, just setting this out and preparing for service this morning. There are conveniences as well, so you'll find the gents and the ladies here in the Solarium, so you don't need to go too far. Also access, so we're on deck 14, and lift access is here. This is forward, the forward position for those that need to know, and then to the side is the Solarium Cafe. Okay, so the Spar Cafe is just in the corner of the Solarium itself. Nice comfortable seating, and the team are in here this morning just getting ready. So you will see in the opening hours somewhere where you can get yourself a nice drink, so you can get fruit juices and refreshing drinks. There's a coffee machine in the corner and specialist teas available as well. Now they are in the middle of setting it up, but you will be able to get yourself some light breakfast items and some healthy options here in the Spar Cafe, and it's a juice bar as well, so they will make you up a juice to your specifications at a price, and there will be a charge for that, including gratuity. So that's the Spar Cafe in the Solarium on deck 14. And from the other side of the Solarium, just a little panoramic of the entire area for your viewing pleasure. And if if you like this video, why not check out our channel, Ray and Sue's Travel Channel, where you'll find a raft of other cruise videos covering the Far East, the Middle East, the Mediterranean and the Caribbean and Mexico. So please leave us any comments that you'd like, and consider liking and subscribing to our channel. It's through your subscription that this channel can grow. Thanks for listening, thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.